We are not happy with the name Muslims. Instead, we named and grouped ourselves as Wahhabi, Salafi, Ahle Hadith, Ahle Sunnah. We are this group, they are that group. We think this, they think that. We follow this, they follow that. So many differences. Not only we are divided in religious opinion, but we, the Muslim Ummah, is also divided in political opinion. Polarization is everywhere. But did we ever think, what are we getting because of this division? We backbite each other, we defame each other, we insult each other. Each one of us is getting disgrace from one another. No one is showing respect to the opposite opinion. Then we start to tag them, we start to label them. And that is how Shaitan wins with his plan B. وَلَكِنْ فِي التَّحْرِيشِ بَيْنَهُمْ.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Imran, ayah number 103, and hold fast, all of you together, to the rope of Allah, and be not divided among yourselves.
Assalamu alaikum. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, what do you think the biggest plot, the strongest strategy of Shaitan for the present day Ummah is? Pause this video and try to think about it. Prophet ﷺ has said in a hadith narrated by Jabir radiallahu anhu in Muslim Sharif, Inna shaytana qad ayyasa an abadahul musalluna fi zadidatul arab walakin fi tahrishi baynahuma. Shaitan has given up hope of being worshipped in Arabian Peninsula. Idolatry will not come back to the Ummah once a person has become a Muslim. This is the prediction of the Prophet ﷺ that has been proven true throughout all Islamic lands. Never has any religion spread so fast, so quickly, so permanently like Islam has experienced. Never has masses of people embraced a new faith and then remained firm on it. From Kazakhstan all the way to Andalus, from Afghanistan all the way down to Africa. Throughout these regions, wherever Islam spread, it remained firm right there, except that the fact that the politics is trying to kick it out. So Shaitan is not going to try to target you with idolatry, with paganism. That is done. That is gone. That's not going to happen to us in mainstream Ummah. So then what is plan B of Shaitan? What's number 2 on Shaitan's list? If he cannot get back to you with the idols, then he has decided the next biggest thing. وَلَكِنْ فِي التَّحْرِيشِ بَيْنَهُمْ. That he can be succeeded is to disunite us. Is to cause division among us. Is to incite of hatred. Division among the Ummah is worse than any of the major sins is when the Ummah is divided. Because the major sin is between me and Allah. When the Ummah is divided, we all suffer. When the Ummah is disunited, then we collectively become weak. And so, the second tactic of Shaitan, وَلَكِنْ فِي التَّحْرِيشِ بَيْنَهُمْ. This shows us so many things. First and foremost, it shows us that Shaitan is an active enemy. He is not a passive enemy. Shaitan is behaving like a military general who is looking out at the enemy's tactics and re-evaluating the next strategy. Shaitan had tried to get the early Muslims back to the idolatry, but he failed. Iman of the Ummah has remained as predicted by Prophet ﷺ. Now Shaitan is playing his second card, dividing the Ummah. He is trying to make his best to make sure that every group is fighting one another. Every person has a problem with the another. Every society, every community is causing problems with one another. What are some of the ways that Shaitan can divide us? Examples are not too far. We are being divided among so many different things, none of which are helping to become united as one Ummah of one Iman. Differences of religious opinions like whether Shab Barat is authentic or not, whether there is any difference between Sunnah or Nafil or not, whether hands should be held on chest or on waist, whether Tabligh is good or bad, whether collective munajat is permitted or not, which mazhab has to be followed, how many rakat is Taraweeh, how to pray witr, and so many more issues like that.
In Surah Al-Hajj, ayah number 78, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, هُوَ سَمَّاكُمُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ.
We are not happy with the name Muslims. Instead, we named and grouped ourselves as Wahhabi, Salafi, Ahle Hadith, Ahle Sunnah. We are this group, they are that group. We think this, they think that, we follow this, they follow that, so many differences. Not only we are divided in religious opinion, but the Muslim Ummah, is also divided in political opinion. Every profession has a political wing. Some doctors are supporting political party A, while some other doctors are supporting another political party B. Some lawyers form group in political party C, while some other lawyers have another platform for political party D. Farmers, workers, business persons, teachers, students, everyone is politically divided. Polarization is everywhere. But did we ever think, what are we getting because of this division? We backbite each other, we defame each other, we insult each other. Each one of us is getting disgrace from one another. No one is showing respect to the opposite opinion. Then we start to tag them, we start to label them. And that is how Shaitan wins with his plan B. وَلَكِنْ فِي التَّحْرِيشِ بَيْنَهُمْ. Shaitan causes us to feel an element of superiority. The problem comes when you become too extreme on your own opinion. The problem comes when you think that the opinion you belong to is the only perfect one and the others are just rubbish. We are being extreme. We are being radical. We only think that our own opinion is correct. We throw all of the other opinions into the trash. We cannot tolerate others' view if it does not match with our own. The minute you start thinking that your tariqah, your practice, is inherently better, and you start categorizing the others, batil, bidat, Shaitan becomes succeed. This is called tahrish, in fighting one group against the other. Be careful, dear Muslims, for this plan B of Shaitan. When Shaitan does not succeed in community, he comes down to individual level. Anytime, dear Muslims, if you have a friendship or bonds of kinship with another person and you no longer have that bond only because you think the way he thinks is wrong, realize that Shaitan has succeeded. Shaitan has won this battle by causing division amongst you people. When brothers of Yusuf a.s. did so many evil things with him, and the end of all of these, when he recognizes them, what did he say? مِن بَعْدِ أَن نَزَغَ الشَّيْطَانُ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَ إِخْوَاتِي, which means Shaitan caused the evils between me and my brothers. He blamed Shaitan, even though his brothers did do something. So realize that Shaitan wants you not to be friendly with your Muslim brothers. He wants you to cause problems with your families. He wants you to break the ties. Remember, dear Muslims, the most vicious tactics of Shaitan is slandering, spreading evil of others, doing ghibah, etc. So these things should not be done. I am right, he is wrong. My religious leader is right, your religious leader is corrupted. My party is correct, your party is spoiled. These types of attitudes will not reach us anywhere. So dear viewers, how to come up with this deceiving strategy of Shaitan? Very simple. Just take care of your tongue and your ear. Speak very carefully with your tongue and ignore if you hear others saying evil about you. Do not backbite, slander, put people down, make ghibah, fun of others. Keep your speech noble. Because once you go down, because once you slip, Shaitan will make this bigger than what it should be. So you need to monitor your tongue and you need to ignore what you hear others saying about you. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in Surah Isra, ayah number 53, وَقُلْ لِعِبَادِي يَقُولُوا الَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ يَنزَغُ بَيْنَهُمْ, which means, tell my servants that they should speak that which is best. Surely Shaitan creates discord among them. So dear viewers, I want you all to be very careful of plan B of Shaitan. Do not get divided with your family or with your community. Stay united and stay as one. And I hope that Allah protects you all. May Allah keep you safe. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum.